sitting on our chair and just walking yourself forward so that you're right at the edge, so that you're not relaxing back, but you're really sitting up tall. Imagining that we've still got that witch's hat on our head, so the point is pointing up towards the ceiling, and we're sitting up really tall so that it doesn't fall off. And we'll start with our sun salutation. So same as last week, we scoop our arms once, then we scoop twice, and then third time we reach out wide all the way up to the top. We press our hands together and pull them down, and then reverse. All the way up and open, all the way down. Then we curve our spine over, look at our belly button, and we sit up tall. Then we curve over a second time, look at your belly button, sitting up tall, witch's hat on our head. And then we've got our bow and arrows. We pull the string back and we release. And then we pull back the other way and release. Fantastic. Right, we'll just go straight away with the music because we've done this one a couple of times. Lovely. All right, we'll get going with our warm-up then. So we're going to stick with the same one we did last week, which was our witch's cauldron and making our potion. So we begin by stamping our feet and breaking up all the twigs underneath them. Like we're snapping them into little branches. That's it. Stepping around your chair out to one side and then trying to step out to the other side. Marching your feet forwards as well, so you're reaching the sticks all the way out there and then marching them back underneath us. Fantastic. And then we need to strike our match. So we brush our foot into the floor as we strike our match, trying to light the sticks underneath our cauldron. As it really press into the floor and then kick the foot out, striking out. Nice. Then we rubbed our hands together, nice and quick. Try and get some heat underneath our palms. And then we blow on them 3 times. And then again, rubbing the hands together. Try and get the hands really flat. And again, blowing. And then one last time, rubbing those hands together. Try and go as fast as you can. And blow on them. Lovely. We've got our cauldron lit underneath. So we start picking our ingredients and placing them into the cauldron. Grabbing some spider's legs, maybe some troll blood. There we go. Eye of Newt. Reaching up the top diagonals, reaching maybe down low to the bottom shelf, getting all of these ingredients and placing them into our cauldron. Really trying to stretch far from the base of your pelvis and place them in. That's it, lovely. Then we grab onto our spoon and we stir our cauldron one way. Great big circles all the way around. Nice, really lean forward and backwards with your spine and going the other direction. Yes, so it's not just the arms, but it's the whole body that's moving as we stir this great big cauldron potion. Nice, it's starting to bubble and it's starting to explode. So we curl into a small shape and then we pop and burst open. And then we curl into our small shape and burst. That's it. One more time, curling into a small shape and burst open. Nice. Let's splash the magic all around the room from this potion, like the bubbles are popping and exploding, splashing magic everywhere. Splash it onto the people in the room beside you, splashing onto the ground, onto the ceiling, onto the walls, onto any animals that are running around. And then splashing all down our body. Nice, and we'll finish off then just by tapping all of that magic that we've splashed onto the top of our head, down the back of the head and the back of the neck. We tap across our forehead, tapping down onto our cheeks, imagining we're sprinkling all of that magic across our face. And we tap the magic down onto our chest, just waking our body up, getting the blood flowing all the way along. And down one arm. Using your fingers or using the palm of your hand, you can put a little bit more pressure into your arm as we tap up and down. Onto the other arm, tapping all of that magic in. Going down to our bellies. Tapping all across our stomachs. And down onto our legs. We can make lots of noise here. Really tapping into the muscles, waking them up. On the insides of our legs and the outsides. And then moving down onto our shins, reaching forward, tapping down your shins, across your knees and the backs of the calves. Nice, and then we'll finish off by grabbing our witch's hat, lifting it up high, and then placing it on our head. Lovely, let's do it once more. Grab our witch's hat, reaching all the way up, and placing it on our head. Fabulous, right, let's do that whole adventure then again with some music, just to make sure we're properly warmed up. So starting from stomping on the twigs and snapping the sticks. on to do a bit more of a foot warm up. So same one we've done last week. We start off by reaching one foot all the way out and we stretch and point with our hand, and then we pull back in. Our other leg reaches out and we pull back in. Third time, reaching out and back. Fourth time, reaching all the way out and back. Then we go to the side, extending out and in, 2 and in, 3 and in, number 4 and in. Then we tap our toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try and tap the feet, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we tap our heels, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we stamp, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Then we extend our heel out, we flex the foot, tap 1, 2, 3, back together, out, 2, 3, back together. Really stretch and extend that foot. Try and pull the toes up towards you, back together. Really flex it, 2, 3, back together. Then we finished with our tapping our toes, then dropping our heels, toes, heels, then in and in. Again, toe, heel, in and in. Let's try it this week with the clap again. So we clap when our toe hits, then we clap when our heel drops. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Again, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Yes, you're clapping on each of those beats. Toe, then drop. Fantastic, that's the whole foot exercise. So let's try it with some music. we are dressed up as a cowboy for Halloween. We're sitting on our horse, so our pelvis is really rooted down. We're sitting up tall. Instead of our witch's hat, we've got a cowboy hat on now, and we are holding on to our lasso with one hand. So we swing forward, we swing it back, and then we make a great big lasso circle. Lovely. I'm going to crash into that door, so let me just move myself forward a bit on my horse. So we have 1, 2, swing back, 3, 4, big circle, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we reach our lasso out to the side and we have a nice side bend up and over. We then curve over, look at our belly button, and then roll our spine up. Yeah, that's it, nice and slow. Then this moment's gonna be a bit quicker. We lift our arms up to the side, we bring them in front like a zombie, and then we pull them back and we splat. Yes, so that moment will go up, zombie, pull and splat. Nice. And then we'll sprinkle our spidery fingers all the way down. Lovely, let's try the other side. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, big circle, 6, 7, 8, reach to the side, 2, over 3, 4, curve your body, 6, rolling up. Then we lift, zombie, pull and splat, spiders all the way down. Yes, it just makes that last bit a bit more dynamic there. So we've got ages on this side stretch, time to really reach our hands and fingers over, and then we just relax the head, our chin goes into our chest, and then we roll back up again, so we're sitting on our horse. Fantastic. Let's try it with the music. Let's do it right and left actually, and then we'll go for the music. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, big circle, 6, 7, 8. We reach, 2, 3, 4, curving over, 6, rolling up, 7, 8. Lifting arms, zombie, pull and splat. Spiders, 6, 7, again, we swing. And back, big circle, 5, 6, 7, 8. We reach out to the side, nice and big, curving over, 5, 6, roll up, 7, 8. We lift, zombie, pull and splat. Spider arms, spider fingers, all the way down. Nice. All right, let's try that then with some music. So we'll go right, left, right, left. I think we'll just do it twice because we had our practice one there. All right, let's hop inside our little pumpkin and we will get carving it. So we started off last week scooping down into our pumpkin and lifting up all those pumpkin guts and the pumpkin innards. We have 8 great big scoops out to the side and in front of us, scooping up all of that pumpkin stuff, all inside it, all the flesh. I've lost count. We'll pretend this is number 7 and number 8. Then we make our triangle with our thumb and our index finger. So the rest of our fingers are curved in like the eye of our pumpkin. And we're going to punch up high. We punch to the other diagonal. And then we make a great big smiley face carved into our jack-o'-lantern. That's it. So from our scoops, we have 1, 2, really dig down and up, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We make our triangle, we punch a hole, great big smiley face. Then we're going to curve inside our pumpkins. We make ourselves nice and small, and then we jump up and we make a scary face. Bah! And again, curling up inside our pumpkin and explode. There. And last time, inside our pumpkin and out we jump. There. Yes, lots of different faces. And then we'll go for it again. Lovely, some wonderful scary faces from you all there. Okay, so because we're in the month of October, which has Halloween in it, I thought we would do the Monster Mash today. So I've written down some instructions on how we do our Monster Mash. So we're going to start off, the lyrics go, working in the lab late last night. So we're going to hold on like we've got a big cauldron, and we're going to stir twice. Working in the lab late last night. That's it. Then we have when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. So we're going to look one direction. When my eyes beheld an eerie sight. Yes, let's try that from the beginning. So we have working in the lab late last night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. Yes. Then we have my monster from his slab began to rise. So we're going to curve over and we're going to lift our arms up like we're a zombie rising from the grave. Yes, lovely. And really claw your hands as well. So we've got nice big claw fingers. And then it's something about a surprise. And suddenly, to my surprise, so we're going to stamp our foot and stamp our foot and then stamp and go and stamp and yes. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Let's try all that from the beginning. And apologies, my lyrics, I didn't memorize the song beforehand. So we've got from working in our lab. Working in my lab late last night. Something about an eerie sight. My monster arose from his slab. This is definitely not the lyric, something like this. And we stamp, stamp, surprise, surprise. Yes. All right, let me actually get these lyrics right. Let's try it once more. So we have working in the lab late last night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. My monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, yes, there we go. And then it becomes nice and easy. Then it goes into the monster mash. So for the whole chorus, we're going to make fists and we're just going to change our arms up and down like this. Yes. And as we do that, we're going to start on one side and we're going to change them over 8 times to the other side. Nice. Let's try that all together. So we have, he did the mash. He did the monster mash. The monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. Yes. Fantastic. Right, we're going to try it just up to there for now, and then we will do the rest of it.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash.
Right, we'll add on the last bit just so we can finish the chorus, and then we're going to do this standing later on today. So we've just done 8 of our monster mash changes all the way around, and then we're going to open our arms like we've got little zombie claws, and we're going to step out to the side and then back in, and then out to the side and in. Yes, like we're scraping through some bushes in a graveyard. We scrape open and together, open and together. Lovely. So from our monster mash bit, the chorus, it will go, he did the mash, he did the monster mash, the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash, he did the monster mash, the monster mash. Something about graveyard smash. Yes. All right, let's try it up to there with the music.
In the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the monster mash.
So we'll pretend that we're on a witch's broom to get out today. So making sure we've got loads of space around us to come to standing, holding onto our witch's broom, and we're going to swing forwards, get ready to take off in ready and steady and go, lifting off on our witch's broom and just flying around to the back of your chair or into the middle of your room, wherever you are, wherever you're going to do your next exercise, and just keep those feet stomping up and down, just to make sure that our blood and messages are going all the way down there. So whether you want to hold on to a chair or you just want to be in the center of the room, I'll hold on to this one. But we'll start off with 3 of our plies, 3 of our bends. So we bend our knees and we stretch up. We bend our knees, stretching up. 3rd time we bend and we stretch, and then we're going to have a little rise, test the balance up on your tiptoes, and then lower down. Nice. Then we have 4 taps out to the side. We go out and in, number 3, and number 4. Then we do that with some claps or some clicks. 1 and in, 2 and in, 3 and 4. Yes, let's try from the beginning again. So we have our bend and stretch. Try and keep your spines up nice and tall. Third time we bend and stretch, and then we rise up on our toes, little balance, and down. Then we go out and in, out and in, 3 together, 4 together with a clap or a click. Third time, and number 4, yes. Then we'll finish off with 8 marches on the spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll walk forward for 4 and then back for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. 2, 3, 4. Now, depending on your space, you can just do 16 marches on the spot. That's fine as well. But if you've got a little tunnel to walk forward and move in, then use it. Moving forward and moving backwards. Let's try it all together once more from the beginning, and then we'll go with our music. So making sure our feet are parallel like train tracks, pointing us forward, and we're keeping our spine lifted, growing tall. We don't want to lean forward or backwards or side to side. We're staying like a piece of bread in a toaster. So we bend our knees and stretch, bend our knees and stretch. Third time we bend and stretch, then little rise up on our toes and lower down. Then we have our tap and in, tap and in, 3 and in, 4 and in, with our claps or our clicks, whatever you want to do. 3 and 4. Marching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving forwards. 2, 3, 4, and backwards. 6, 7, 8. Fabulous. And then we do the whole thing again from the beginning. So I think we'll try it 3 times through, really using that imagery of a toaster whenever we bend and we stretch, because we're constantly working on our posture. We want to keep our heels glued to the ground. So when we bend, we don't pop our heels off. They stay super glued down the whole time. Ghost dance just now. So we'll start off with just our arms. So we lift one arm up and then we lift the other one up and then we change and we change. Yes. And as we're lifting our arm up, it's like someone's pulling us from our elbows. So our elbow lifts first and then it unfolds to our hand And our elbow lifts up. Yeah, elbow lifts up. Nice. So you kind of get like this S shape going on. So the elbow lifts up and the elbow comes down. Yeah, like these waves. So we've got 4 of those arm movements. We lift up 1, changing 2, changing 3, changing 4. Nice. Then our ghost is going to sway to one side. We sway to the other side. And then we have a step, together, step. Yes, so our arms are just going to do a great big circle and our feet are going to go step, together, step out. So from the beginning, we have arm lifts up 1, changing 2, changing 3, changing 4. We sway to one side, to the other. Great big circle, step, together, step. Nice, then we go again. We sway 1 and 2, 3 and 4. That's it. Bend and reach, and step, together, step. Nice. Then we'll do one more move today and then we'll finish it off next week. So we bend our knees, we reach our arms out to the side and we come up to a tip above our head like we've got a witch's hat. That's it. We point our wand in front of us and at the same time we point our leg and then we try and lift our foot, place it down and back together. Nice. So it's like we're doing some magic. We're lifting our foot up and down, a little bit of a balance there. So if you want to hold on to something as you try that balance, then please do. Then we go again, arms lift up, place our witch's hat on our head, and then our other arm reaches out, other foot reaches out, we lift up, place down, back together. Nice, let's try that last bit. So we bend, put our witch's hat on, and we point, lift, point, and together. Again, bend, witch's hat on our head, we point, little balance, point, and together. So from the beginning, we have our ghost arm lifts up 1, we change 2, changing 3, and 4. We sway down low, big circle, step, together, step. Again, our arms lift, and 2, lifting 3, change 4, then we sway low, big circle, step, together, step, and bend our knees, put our witch's hat on our head, and we point, lift, point, back together. Put our witch's hat on our head, and point, lift, point, back together. Nice. Let's try that with some music then. So planting our feet in parallel, like we're standing on our train tracks, standing nice and tall. And sway. Circle. So our monster mash standing again. We were holding on to our cauldron. Let's just run through it. We stir our cauldron once. It was working in the lab late one night. And then we look to the side for an eerie sight. We bend our knees, try and drop your head a little bit. And then our zombie rises up from the slab. Nice. And then we stamp, stamp, shocked face. Lovely. Then we have our monster mash. We can stamp when we do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we crouch out and back in. Again, crouch out and back in. Lovely.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the monster mash.
So we've just crouched out to one side and back in. We crouch out to the other side and back in. Then with our zombie hands, we're going to do some marches to the left. So we march 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Then we'll turn around and we'll go the other way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes. So if you're sitting down, you can have your arms out and just go to one side and march on the spot. And then go to the other side, march 2, 3, 4. Lovely. And oh yes, so we have 4 marches one way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually before we change, sorry, we're going to swing our arms, swing. We swing and then big circle all the way around. Nice. Then we go the other way, march, 2, 3, 4. We swing, swing, big circle. Yes. So it's like your elbows are tucked into your chest and it's just the lower half of the arm that swings around. Nice. Let's try from our chorus then. So we have, he did the mash. He did the monster mash. The monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. It was the monster mash. The monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. And zombie. 2, 3, 4. Swing, swing, big circle. Other way. Zombie. 2, 3, 4, and swing, swing, big circle. Yes, lovely. That's all we're going to do of that today. So let's have a go for this with some music. Really give it loads of faces as well. Like when we're surprised, it's a big face. When we're being our zombie, it's arr. So we're getting our whole performance involved.
In the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the monster mash.
So whether you're sitting or standing, just make sure your feet are planted on the ground and we've got a lovely tall spine. Let's reach up and place our witch's hat back on our head. So we've got that tip just above our head that's pulling us all the way up. Fantastic. And let's just do our sun salutation one more time. Lovely. All right, well done, everybody. Thank you very much.